Okay, before we create the guitarshop database, we have to download all the files that we need. You need to download the Create My Guitarshop SQL query, the products detail, the product statements, the product summary SQL query also. And if you notice, I've already downloaded them here, and they are in my download folder. I'm going to show them in the folder. As you can see, they're right there. Okay, so in these exercises, you'll use SQL Management Studio to create the My Guitarshop database, to review the tables in the My Guitarshop database, and then enter SQL statements to run them against the database. Remember, you'll need to take screenshots as you work through these. So the first thing you need to do is create the database. So you start SQL Management Studio and open a connection, either using a Windows or SQL Server authentication. Basically, if you get onto the Object Explorer, then you should be able to continue with the exercises. So basically, start SQL Server Management Studio, then open the script file called Create My Guitarshop SQL. I've included it here, Create My Guitarshop SQL. I'm going to go ahead and download it again, but I've got it in my download folder already so that I can just click on it. So as I click on it, if I have the SQL Studio open, it will be there. So basically, let's go ahead and run it. And what that'll do is, let's see what the messages say. Oh, it's still executing. Okay, so there's our messages. It basically created the database over here, but you say, wait, it's not there. Where is it? Well, if we refresh right here, then open up the databases again, ta-da, there's My Guitarshop. So at this point, what you would do is you would take a screenshot. Let's save this as database create. All right, so there's 20 points. It says to take a screenshot and save it as guitarshop your name. As long as you put your name and something that defines it as being the database setup, I'm happy with it. So let's review the database now. So in the Object Explorer window, expand the node for the database named My Guitarshop so you can see all the database objects it contains. If it isn't displayed in the Object Explorer window, you may need to click on the refresh button like we did. There they are. And it's wanting us to do a node for the database, open it so we can see all the database objects it contains. So view the data for the categories and product tables. So the categories, and product tables. There's categories. Notice the columns. It has the different keys, any constraints that might be on them, any triggers, any indexes, any statistics. The same thing for the product table. There's the products table right there. Look at the columns, any keys, constraints, triggers, indexes, and statistics. So there's our two tables, categories and products. So navigate through the database objects and view the column definition for at least the categories and products table. And we did, navigated through the database objects and we viewed the column definitions. So let's just take a look again. There's the columns right there. We can see what they are. Category ID. There's columns for the products table. We looked at both. Okay, at this point, you want to go ahead and take a screenshot and save it as review your name. Screenshot, new. That's what we just got. So review your name. So enter and run SQL statements. So select the MyGuitar database from the available databases drop-down menu, Control U, to choose the default database. Open a new query editor window, then enter and run this SQL statement. Select product name from products. So Control U, basically you want to make sure My Guitar Shop is selected. And then the new query, I want to paste what I just copied, and then I'm going to go ahead and execute it. So it's going to select the product name from the products. What do you think is going to show up? Would you not think that all the product names from the products table is going to show up? If that's what you thought, product name, there's all the product names. So correct. Notice the messages, it affected 10 rows. So delete the E at the end of the product name and run the statement again. Note the error number and the description of the error. Open another query. So let's do that one first. So delete the E at the end of the product name and then run the statement again. Delete the E at the end. And now let's go ahead and execute it. Now we could have done an F5, and I think I will, or we can go up here to execute. Notice the error we get. Message 207, level 16, state 1, line 1. Well, at least we know state 1, line 1, invalid column name, product name. And it actually tells us the error message. Hey, it's saying there is no column name called product name as we spelled it. Open another query window by clicking on the new query button, then enter and run this statement. Oh, and it looks like from products. I have to do that. And there are 10 products. So at this point, take a screenshot and save it as SQL statements, your name. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open and run scripts. So open the script named productdetails.sql. Productdetails.sql. And you can just click on it. What it'll do is it'll bring it in to a new query window. And it wants us to run it. So let's execute it. Here we go. Then it says open the script name product summary SQL. Let's run it. And then open the script name product statements.sql and let's run it. Press the F5 key or click the execute button to run both of the statements in the script. Note that this displays the results in 2 results tabs. Make sure you view the results in both select statements. So let's go back and look at it. So there's our products statements, our product summary, and our product details. Take a screenshot and save it as guitarshop scripts, your name. Then exit the SQL Server Management Studio and submit 4 screenshots of your work. Thank you very much for watching.